thought, a simple thought, can work in multiple levels. If you want an example, just consider how many times you haven't slept because of a simple thought. I think a thought is that simple because we take that as granted. But consider it this way because that is what makes humans humans. We think, and thinking has so much power in it. So, considering that, I would say, yeah, thinking is so much powerful. You can just feel it in your daily life. Thinking can reflect in a lot of ways too. It's not just a single thing, but it takes time because we think that you just think this and it just happens. No, it doesn't happen like that. It's more like how people pray to God. The thinking is that deep and that evolved processing system because that itself work by itself. It doesn't have to be uh, you know controlled or anything, but one one's belief can influence their future. That powerful a thought can be because you just think about things that happened in the past. You can connect these dots because almost everything that you were doing before was a thought for you and you did it. There are a lot of things you would have thought about it, but you wouldn't have focused much about it. It was just merely a thought. It's a basic thought. It's like wishing something out of the box, or you feel like, oh, if this is there for me, I would feel nice. That's not the end of the thought. If you feel that it is needed for you, I need. If it is there, my life would be better, and you do that almost like you feel that from inside, and you do that almost most of the time in your life, and you become that. Let's say you are doing a startup, you are uh, going to meet a friend or making a friend with a new gang, or something or the other will happen only if you put enough thought into it. It works in different levels is my perception of how these things work, because I can only talk about myself. When I experience certain things in a certain way, I can explain about such things only. If you if you just look deeper, you can figure out how it worked for you as well. you know uh, the thought works like you're in the primary level. You're just adjusting your subconscious mind to what is coming ahead, and make yourself ready for that. That's cool, right? But once you know it, you can just play with it. So that is a powerful tool. So you just have to think about what you want in life. You just have to have a clear picture of what you want to be, what you want to do in life. You can read about this book, read the book, not about this book. You can read the book exactly, The Science of Getting Rich. So it's a nice book which talks about how to get rich without philosophizing in the prime as the primary thing. I would say uh, it's a it's more of a subjective thing because where you are at the evolution, because some people will like it, some people may not like it, depending on where they are at the very moment in the belief system. So you guys can give a try on that book. So that is very much helpful. And also about the thought, there are a lot of things. Thoughts are very, very, very powerful. People say that, I used to listen people saying that even in my childhood, but then it doesn't matter because we always thought that the body and whatever the things we see in life is more important than what's inside our head. But when you realize that thoughts are so much powerful than anything we have ever seen till date, I would say that's the best thing that human evolution have ever had. And yeah, but you can say today it's not that powerful. I'm not saying it's not that powerful. It's just that it's too much diverted from its course. So just by putting that mind in the non-correlation mode to the correlation mode, into multiple paths, from a multiple paths to a single path. That is one thing we always do. With the advent of technology, we are putting too much information into our head, and we feel like, oh, we want this, we want to do that. We, you know, having that without having a clear picture is confusing our brain. It's confusing ourselves. We can see it in ourselves. What we want is not evident, and what we want is not so clear as before. So I would say it's better to have a clear picture, have, have some idea of what you want to be, what you want the future to be. Will help your head, will help your life to get projected uh, in a way that you'll be peaceful and you'll be having a very good experience. Something like that. See you soon.